explain why they...
A tiefling warlock?
I'm up.
El Gato is...
Of Kaiboam, where they information. So,
Asar is going to take a very...
There. You paying attention to?
I can disguise
Yeah, he's got
myself
that
because I've got
ability
that boon of Ujongwo. Ujongwo.
Uyongwo.
So I feel like we would all go together.
It's got a
Makes
J in
sense.
it.
Well, I rolled a 20 on investigation, but I rolled a 9 on stealth.
Okay, I will give you advantage on your stealth for that roll.
Okay, that's a 15.
Okay, so you're able to get into an alleyway. There's tons in this area, and you're able to change yourself easily enough without being noticed.
I'm going to follow him in so I can kind of change things up a little bit. So, I mean, Reyna basically, because he's got some actually decently new scale mail. Took a little bit of damage over, the last couple weeks, but I kind of, make it look a little bit cleaner. Like the cape that I've got, I change it from just kind of like this dull worn red to it's got blue with some gold lines along it. He appears clean shaven and a little more properly well fed in the face, and my hair is slicked back in a little more of an appropriate manner. So I essentially look like if I were like myself but captain of the guard type appearance.
So, guard +1 instead of the guard kind of thing.
Asar goes to rub your clean-shaven face. Is it
You can
smooth?
still feel it underneath because it's just a magical disguise.
I'm so disappointed.
So Alton's armor isn't visible anymore.
Okay.
So he's just really dressed. I think he went a little too far with the fancy, from what Asar said.
Do you have like the pale French face with like the wig that's huge?
He doesn't quite have the makeup on the face, but he's got like a neck scarf or necktie kind of scarfish sort of thing.
Okay.
But it's like a purple, and then like a waistcoat with the collar popped up.
Ooh, nice.
And it's like a coat and tails that goes down in the back.
I'm like, you should have a hat. And
It's very
like
fitting
the
for
blood
ancient Egypt.
Simple are they?
It's
Beautiful.
totally.
big hat.
What is
Look like a real
Kaijee's ability?
I think she can turn invisible,
Yep.
Oh,
but I don't think she has the ability to change forms at this point.
No. Right.
well, would Kiejee want to be invisible? Probably. She'll just turn invisible.
But it only lasts an hour, so.
It does only last an hour.
Oh,
Well,
shoot.
we just need to get her into a room at whatever inn that we're staying at.
What would she be doing in a room?
Well, I mean, she can go into the room when the hour is about up, so that she doesn't get found out.
And re-up it. Can she do it multiple times?
I think she can do it once a day.
Once a day.
I don't know. I was just thinking.
Because we can.
Sorry, I forgot I'm not allowed to think.
How dare you?
Asar is going to get a mischievous look in her eye, and Mossy is going to get nervous. Kiejee, how would you feel if we bought you a wardrobe?
So I'll play Kiejee here. A wardrobe?
Well, just an outfit, so that you could have this night out on the town. There are high class.
What's wrong with what I'm wearing?
We should get you something nice.
This is nice.
We
I don't want to be dolled up.
It is your disguise, my dear.
I guess
I will pay for it.
I guess that makes sense, but
Go get a grooming.
Grooming! Oh my goodness!
she
File your nails.
she retracts her claws and glares at you. And she's like, "Oh, head cases.
I wish I was there.
If I must, but no grooming. I can do that myself."
All right, fair enough. Mr. DM, we want to fast travel through shopping and get something nice or mossy.
I'd say
You can only fast travel to locations you've already.
yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
We-
And
do
when-
we
we
actually?
have to play this out.
Okay.
And when there are no enemies present.
All right. Let's.
You guys go to the shampoo parlor. You know, she gets the full
Oh, jeez.
full
Her
rundown.
fur's like
She
fluffy.
would hate that.
She would not go for that at all.
Oh, no.
But
I want to make Kiejee try on many different outfits. Some of them very ridiculous, and others actually nice.
she hates the whole experience. You get a lot of glares. You feel like your friendship is over.
This is fantastic. I've never had more fun since I first met you people.
But you guys eventually find a few sets of clothes. I'd say that for the nice clothes that they are, it'd probably run you about 30 gold.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Kiejee, I love you.
I don't feel bad for you at all. I'm not gonna lie.
That's nothing to Asar, right?
Yeah.
I need more money.
Oh man,
I need more spells to spend
I
my
was
money
too
on.
nice to Asar at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
I've hardly spent anything.
I
I've been
know.
very frugal.
Anyway, so you guys get Kiejee her wardrobe. She is dressed in. Well, tell me what she's dressed in. What did Asar dress her in?
All right. So, what would actually be good for the what's the style of clothing in this area?
The style is very clearly like an ancient Egyptian style, and
Okay, so
primarily white clothing.
yeah. So Kiejee is dressed in a form-fitting white gown, like Egyptian cotton gown, and it has a delicate bead lacework draped over it, with a nice sort of brass, kind of, or gold, copper, whatever the metal is,
Kinda like a
collar.
mantle?
Yeah, the Egyptian necklace thing. And instead of her usual bandana on top of her head, she has a headdress, like an Egyptian style headdress.
Okay, sounds good.
She looks fantastic.
In this case, it is a Tuchawi style.
Chachawi style, not Egyptian. Chachawi.
But okay, so you guys head to the tavern, and you find one that you always wanted to go to, Alton, but never had the funds to do so.
Or the ability to disguise myself.
Or the ability to disguise yourself. It is known in the Tuchawi tongue as the Blue Bowler, and it's an upscale tavern. Maybe not the nicest in the area, but nice for sure. And it's kind of in the central part of the city on the western bank of the river.
The blue what?
The Blue Balor. Balor. Okay. So you guys enter into the tavern, and you see it's coming around probably 4 o'clock, so people are starting to migrate there more frequently after the as their days start to finish up. You see people dressed well in fine jewelry. Again, not the finest that you've seen, but certainly not the common peasant's tavern, so to speak. It's a long building as you enter in. So you enter in from the west side, and it probably goes back maybe 50, 60 feet, and is about 30 feet wide. And it probably could sit maybe a couple dozen people. And you see the bartender is a Tuchawi woman at the back, and she is just passing out drinks, and you see some servers going about. No one comes and says anything specifically. You see other people come in, and it looks like they just kind of seat themselves.
All right, team. Spread out and find information.
Oh, we're splitting up?
Have you not been to a party before?
I didn't realize I was going to actually have to talk to people, but
You spent so much effort to look nice.
I know I'm a pretty face in a room. That's all
Woo
I was
the
going
women.
okay.
Both of you.
I-
Total sympathy.
sounds perfect for me because I know that women love the strong, silent type. So I shall brood in open airs to the rest of the room, and if anyone feels the need to speak to me, I might not run away.
Raina's useless. Can you... what's your full name?
Rosu.
Rosu.
Yeah, you'd say Seth accidentally. That'd be great.
Well, right now I look like a human, so maybe I should just use Seth or something.
Just to taunt.
I think I need a drink first.
All right.
I'll chat up the bartender,
All right.
and I'll head to the bar.
Okay. So you head to the bar, and this Chichari woman comes up, and he says, well, haven't seen you in here before, but what'll it be?
Well, what do you have?
Oh, we've got ales of various kinds. We've got some nice wines. We've got a very nice lavender grape wine here.
Would you recommend that?
Oh, well, anything is good. What's suits your taste?
I think something strong
Strong
and expensive.
and expensive. We can do that. Let me see here. She reaches under the table, and pulls out essentially a brandy of some sort. She says, "This came from Yabon in the north. Special ordered. It's gonna run you about 15 gold
What?
For the bottle or for the...
for the bottle.
Okay. It's like for the glass?
For the glass, probably be
I'll take the bottle.
okay.
Sure.
Oh well.
If nothing else, I'll find someone to drink it with.
Okay. So as you take a sip, it has kind of a peach flavor, something that you've never experienced before. And a peach is not a common thing in this region. And it's very, very good. Very strong.
I think if it tastes that good, I'm gonna just down the whole glass.
Okay.
Pour another.
Sounds good.
Oh no.
I didn't catch your name.
My name is Serli.
Sarah Lee, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Rosu.
Oh, nice to meet you, Rose.
Just arrived in Kushako.
Well, welcome. Where are you coming from?
Actually up north.
North. What part?
Oh my gosh, I'm just forgetting the name. Nalia.
Nalia. It's quite a distance away.
Yes, well, my business was finished there, and had some business to take care of here. So,
Oh, what are you trying to do down here?
well, honestly, I'm just at the moment looking for new ventures. I heard there's possibly some opportunity here, but since I've arrived, it sounds like there's maybe some tensions causing some problems.
Yeah, it's the talk of the town these days. The guild council is looking to pass some votes in the next couple of weeks, possibly. We're not sure exactly what will happen, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely been some tensions. What have you heard?
Oh, only that these two families, the Genturum and the Nex, are at each other's necks.
Well, that's one way to put it. But yes, from what we've heard, the Genturums, they at least this is the talk of the town. There were 3 attempted break-ins over the last 4 or 5 months. First one occurred from a halfling. From what we've been told, she tried to break in and was caught pretty quickly. Rumor has it she may have some connections to some of the thieves guilds in the area. I'm not sure which one at this point, but there was a second attempted break-in and they didn't get caught, but doesn't appear that anyone found anything or ran off with anything. And then the third break-in just happened to be a foreigner, Fire Genaaaasi, probably from the south, we're not sure, but people are concerned with what's going on, and there have been some foreigners from the south who have arrived, also Fire Genaaaasi, that are trying to find out what's going on, and the Next family is trying to help.
Why would the Next be trying to help them against the Genturum?
Well, the Genturums are, how do you put it? They come across as holier than thou a lot.
Oh yes, I
And
know exactly what you mean.
so, Lady Next is just trying to. Yeah, I'm sure she has political reasons of some sort, but I don't know that she has a dog in the fight, but maybe she does.
Is Lady Genturum the one in charge? I heard it was someone by the name of Kembish.
Oh, there isn't a Lady Genturum. It's Lady Next.
Oh, I apologize.
But Kembish is the head of the Genturum Sanctum.
Well, it just so happens I'm actually in the security business. I feel like I should meet this man. He could use my help.
I'm sure you could try.
Would you happen to know how I could get in touch with him?
Well, every now and again, his daughter, Moldiath, comes down to the tavern. Maybe you could catch her. She's gold dragonborn.
Yeah, that actually could work quite well. Would you mind pointing her out to me if she arrives?
Sure. She's not hard to miss. And as she describes her, one thing that you guys know, just from encountering Dragonborn in general, most are not actually like a colored Dragonborn. Like it's very rare for there to be like a blue or a white Dragonborn. They're usually kind of like a shade of brown or bronze, and they have flecks of whatever color heritage they come from. And as she describes this one, pure gold scales throughout, which is not a very common thing.
Well, if you don't mind, I feel like I could, perhaps have some advantage if you were to introduce me. I'd be happy to,
Go ahead and make a
compensate
persuasion check. With advantage if you're willing to compensate.
Sure. Let's see. That advantage helps so much. It's a 9 instead of an 8.
Oh.
That's enough. So, yeah, I'm happy to point her out. What do you offer her?
I'll slide over another 2 gold.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, happy to assist. Been a wonderful client tonight.
Well, this brandy is just absolutely delicious.
I've heard it's good. I've never actually tried it.
Would you like a glass?
Well, if you're offering.
I'll pour her like a shot or whatever.
Okay. She drinks it. Oh, that is quite delicious.
Yes, it's good. I can't put it down.
Well, I will point her out if she does come in. Usually she does come in sometime around the evening hours. But enjoy your drink.
It's still like roughly midday or so.
It's about
right?
4 o'clock.
Okay, cool. so not too long to wait. Now I just have to not get blind drunk from then to now, from now to then.
Okay, what are you three doing?
Jeez.
Rayner's basically sat himself alone at a table in open view. He waits for, some sort of, waitress-ish person to come around, waiter, waitress, asks for just kind of a glass of whatever the cheapest stuff they have is, because can't really afford to. I've got a woman keeps an eye on my purse strings. Can't really enjoy myself like I used to.
You just talk to yourself like this?
No, to the waitress.
Oh, the waitress. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, that does happen. Is there anything else I can do for you? And she just brings you like an ale.
No, this'll be it for now. I just
runs you about a silver, by the way.
Need to get a little in me.
Rough day.
You have no idea.
Well, I hope you find what you're looking for at the bottom of that.
I hope so.
Let me know if I can get you anything else.
I will.
So as you are sitting there, you see, also in a brooding manner, someone. Well, go ahead and make a perception check. Why don't we do this?
Yeah, because I would say I'm probably kind of just, nonchalantly keeping an eye out about the place. That's not a good nonchalant keeping an eye out of things. 5.
Okay. So I wouldn't say you notice this, but as you sit there brooding, to yourself, people seem to avoid you for a while. You hear these.
It's working.
You hear these hard footsteps, kind of coming towards you, and a bench slid out at your table, and a very gruff and bitter, angry-looking dwarf sits down. He's got a crossbow on his back, and he just looks at you and he says, "Rough day."
Under my breath, I'm just like, "Oh, please go away, please go away, please go away." He's not going away, is he? Yes. It's. Gosh, it's a number of things. Life catching up to me, being one of the larger among them.
Well, tell you what. I'll buy you a drink if you tell me the story.
We might need more than one drink.
Oh, I've got plenty of coin for that.
In the corner, Asar just does the thumbs up, like in How to Train Your Dragon.
All right. May I ask your name, my fine sir, the new drinking compatriot?
Oh, of
brother in
course,
arms.
of course. Let me find my name. The name's Haradin. And may I ask yours?
Oh, name? You can call me Senate.
Senate. All right. Don't know too many senates.
I probably wouldn't.
Tell me, why are you here? You don't seem to belong, just as I don't belong here. And as you take a look at him, he is grubby looking. Looks like he's a traveler. It's strange that he's in a fancy bar like this. People also avoid the breadth of people moving around your table has grown since he arrived, and he doesn't have the best smell either.
Okay, I'm not perturbed by that.
He pulls out a pipe as well and just starts smoking, blows the smoke right at your face.
I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Sorry. Yes, so, I mean, I'll admit I'm not one for belonging places either. Do you, Aradin, do you have family?
Oh, yeah.
Living family?
Me clan's over in the Ashkaki Canyons, and haven't seen him in a time. Mostly travel around and gather stories, do a little trading, kill a few things. Mostly I travel for coin, do favors where needed.
I mean, I don't do a lot of favors, but aside from that, I'd say we probably have a lot in common there. Do you have anyone in your family you really, really care about?
Well, pretty close with me brother. At least I was before he tried to gut me. But yeah, maybe we'll forgive each other someday. It's been about 100 years since then.
That's okay. That's a long time. Okay, so hypothetically speaking, let's say your brother never tried to gut you. You were on the best of brotherly loving terms, and then for the last 100 years you thought he was dead, and you suddenly found out he was alive. How would you feel?
It's a deep question.
This is all hypothetical, obviously.
Sure. All hypothetical. Go ahead and roll a deception check.
7.
Of course. Hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
Well, if I was the loving type, which I'm not, I'd probably want to seek him out and catch up and reminisce on the time we missed.
Yeah, that's what if you knew he was alive and only had a vague idea of where he might be? I mean, and other important matters were kind of keeping you occupied.
Well, seeing as I'm not a loving type, I'd probably just take my time. And, for instance, I mean, I could go back home, see me family, and maybe find a nice bearded woman, but I enjoy killing monsters too much and hunting down crooks. I'm looking for one right now by the name of Seth.
Honestly, I just got here. Who is this Seth?
Some bastard of a tiefling.
I've known a few bastards of tieflings. Some of them are, funner bastards than others, but I can't say I've run across the Seth in my travels. That's a name I have not
Make a deception check with advantage.
He never mentioned his actual...
I think he did.
Yeah,
He did? Oh.
Because we heard about
We
it
talked
from,
about it.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name? About the bounty.
Literally the last episode
21.
was called Seth.
That was a nat 20. And
Yeah.
We had a whole conversation about it.
Well, I don't imagine many people pay attention to the slum and slime crawlers of the world. Understanding he wasn't well off. But
Do I hear any of this from over at the bar, or would
go
I
ahead and
just
make a
be-
perception check. I'd say with disadvantage just because of your conversation.
And probably starting
And
to get
start to get a little drunk, possibly.
12.
I'd say you're able to pick up bits and pieces.
Okay.
Not the whole thing, but
Would I hear my name?
I would say yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Take
what
another big
what
drink.
brings you on this Seth hunt?
And the money, of course.
Okay, I've actually, heard that there's quite a good living to be made in picking out bounties and such. I can understand that. How long have you been looking for him?
The bounty's been out about 3 months or so, and I've been hunting him for about 2.
You ever think that he already skipped town at this point?
Well, that was the theory. He went to the Pomongo Oasis last we heard, and then there were some sightings of him, but we haven't kind of lost the trail there. But I was looking for some potions the other day, and I ran into a little gnome. Gave me a good lead.
Interesting.
Said he might be coming back this way at some point. So I'm waiting.
What is there a description of this Seth? Like I said, I have seen some tieflings. I came from up north in Nalia recently.
Do you want to describe what people would see of Seth?
Yeah, so basically the same as what you're used to seeing. So dark red skin. The horns are, one of the horns is pierced with some studs or spikes. He's got that tattoo on his left arm. But I think what the dwarf would describe would not be as elaborate as you've seen. Mm-hmm. Because you've seen it like bleeding and yeah, some weird stuff going on with it.
So he explains this description, and he says, if you happen to find a lead, I'll give you 100 gold.
You are actually not going to believe this. So, like I said, recently I was up in Nalia, and I left because there was a whole just fiasco going on. There's a temple that because they've been recently having their festival,
the harvest,
and I went up there for the harvest and kind of skipped town shortly after because there was just several things going on. There was a bunch of there was a group that seemed to be trying to break out slaves in the middle of the square on their way to the Colosseum up there, and like there was, if I remember correctly, a tiefling among them. He had this tattoo all down his arm. That's one of the things that it's kind of, I've seen several tieflings, but this one, I've never seen a tattoo, like what you're describing. Aside from that, kind of sounds somewhat familiar. And like I said, I came down just on a boat just earlier today to kind of get away from there. I haven't a clue where he may have gone to, but the last I saw him was up in Nalia. If you were, that might be a good clue to take a boat up there and see if you can't.
That could be very helpful. Go ahead and make a deception check with advantage here.
That is it is technically the truth.
Or
I'm not good at either, but
yeah. I guess you could do persuasion, whichever you prefer.
So that is 3. I rolled a 1 and a 2, and I have a +1. Listen, I've been drinking.
Well, that does seem a little far-fetched, I'm not gonna lie. Are you sure you're just not trying to get me gold?
No, to be perfectly honest, I drank a lot when I was up there. And it's entirely possible it was all, fantastical hallucinations of a drunken mind. I just telling you what I saw. You can take it or leave it.
Well, keep me in the loop. If you find something, I'll be staying here. And I like to make people of high society uncomfortable, so brings me joy. But let me know if you find something for real. I understand
if I hear
getting
anything.
pissed drunk, so I don't blame you for not remembering perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, I've got, like, the fantastical, like, vision in my mind. I could have sworn it was reality. Because there was this tiefling, there was, like, this tabaxi woman.
I get the picture.
I even saw a fire Genaaaasi just, like, you know, flash a crowd of paladins. It was amazing.
I bet they had to go repent for a week. But
yeah, I don't know. It's what I remember, and yeah, I'm sorry I can't be of more help.
That's okay. It's been a pleasure, Senate. Hopefully you enjoyed your drinks, and
I definitely did. I'm feeling a lot better than when I came in here.
That's good. That's good.
Can I try to size him up out of the corner of my eye?
Sure.
Slit his throat. He knows too much.
I'd say probably an insight here, or an investigation.
Investigation would be a 17.
Okay.
Insight would only be 14.
I would say an investigation of that would give you. He's big. Seems strong, and he is well armed. A very large crossbow on his back, and then a battle axe strapped to his waist, and seems well armed, unarmored, and not the kind of person who puts up with bullshit.
Does it? I don't know how I'd even ask this. Does it look like if the four of us tried to jump him in an alley, if we stand any chance?
I mean, it's possible.
Yes.
It's like, what level is he?
Hardy, before you go, I know that it was probably just a fantastical thing in my mind, but you know, maybe ask around if anyone's heard about things going up in the Leah.
Sure.
You could check out, and if it turns out I wasn't completely bonkers, I'm probably going to be staying here for the night, you know, out of my own desires, drunken or not. You can probably find me here, so.
I'll keep an eye out. It's been a pleasure.
I would like that 100 gold if it's true. Not gonna lie.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What was his name?
Haradin.
Haradin. Haradin. Okay. So he walks away, back to his corner, smokes his pipe, drinks his ale. He probably got you 3 or 4 rounds during this time. Asar.
I imagine Asar and Kiejee are probably together, because together we are a very rare and beautiful sight. Aren't we? A fire Genaaaasi and a tabaxi?
Absolutely.
Yeah. We have an air of mystery, and I'm sure...
You're just fending off all the other
so
coming up to you.
we will speak to whoever looks the most well-connected.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
What's Kaijee's investigation? Mine sucks.
Pull her stats up.
I rolled a 3.
Oh boy.
Kiejee, help us. You have a keen pirate eye? Like,
Kiejee.
who would you steal from? Just let's talk to those guys.
All right. Investigation. Where is it? It's not great. I'm not going to lie. 4.
It's all right. We're beautiful. People will come to us.
So you guys take a look around, and it's hard to tell who in the tavern might be the most influential. As you're sitting there at a table, waitress comes and takes your order for whatever drinks or food you look for. You see a bunch of people watching a dancer, just perform a simple dance, and people seem entranced. She has like some illusion magic that she does in addition to it, and it just is eye-catching for what she does. And while you're sitting there, you have a woman come up and sit next to you. And I'm sorry, it's a gentleman. I apologize, I was looking at the wrong name. And he's a Yaban Kiejee man, and he says, "Oh, what are you two flowers doing in a place like this? You seem a little fancier than the typical nobility that comes in here."
Asar very purposely looks him up and down. I could say the same for you.
Oh, well, thank you. I had some business to attend to here, and was just heading out when I saw you two sit down. And you can see again, Yaban Kiejee man. He's about 5'4". And he's
Too bad.
he's well built. He has some muscle to him, broad in shoulder. But he is
Doesn't matter, he's short.
he is he seems to present himself with an air of nobility of sorts. And well, I'm simple merchant. Run with the Zujiri distribution. And
That's right too.
I was just bargaining for some trade deals that I was hoping to acquire.
Oh, that's interesting. What kind of business? What kind of trade deals?
Well, I deal in various things. Merchandise. Sometimes I have some of my my underlings head to the Zumaji mine to acquire turquoise. Sometimes they head south to see what items they can acquire from southern T'Chawa and the weapons that are made there. Now and again we head to the salt mines of the Ashkaki Canyons. But really wherever the road takes me.
Well, you are quite well traveled, sir. You know, me and my compatriot, we're actually trying to invest and put our eggs in a little bit more baskets. And trade is one of the things that we've been discussing. I would love to know just some of the details of your work, and maybe just you can give us some pointers for being the new kids on the block.
Well, what do you have in mind?
Well, we have some resources that we can barter and sell, mainly jewelry, clothing, textiles.
Okay. Is there any place specifically that you were looking to trade in, or are you more looking for partners?
A little bit of both. We are looking to, buy low, sell high?
Classic tactic. Well, if you're looking to sell some of your wares, I could maybe be of assistance to you or get you connected with one of my associates.
You would do that for us?
Well, not for free.
Oh, what is your price, sir?
Generally, I like to have either... how do I want to word this? I look for those who can lead me to better profits. One of my businesses, my primary source of income, sometimes requires a pretty face. But perhaps you could be a resource to me. Go ahead and make a persuasion check real quick for what you're trying to do.
That almost sounded like an insult. Need a pretty face, but you'll do.
I got a... What's 19 plus 5?
24.
Math.
24.
Nice.
I sometimes am in the business of accommodating, or acquiring rather, certain peoples, and sometimes it's good to have those like yourselves who can help people get their guard let down.
I could feel Mossy behind, next to me, just tightening every muscle.
Wanting to kill him.
But
Slit his throat too.
if you're willing to help me, I'll pay you, of course, for your services, and then I can maybe give you the education of where to sell your goods or sell them for you.
You know, we are also trying to get our hands on a trading pass. A Jazuri trade.
Zujiri license.
Yes.
Trading license or whatever.
Ah. Oh.
Some of the tariffs are just terrible.
They are terrible if you're not part of the business. Tell you what, you help me acquire a few unique people that I'm looking for, and I will ensure I'll get you that license.
And what is your name, sir, so we might seek you out?
I am Genaaaasi.
Gesundheit.
You can find me generally down in Zujiri distribution, and he points out that it's he explains it's further in the southern district. And if you just ask for my name, they'll make sure that I can be found.
Me and Kiejee want to roll an insight check. Are we what he wants to acquire?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
What's Kaiji's insight? Because mine is very
Not
low.
good. 14 total.
Where's insight? It's under skills, isn't it? 16.
16? Okay. Based on his body language, it looks like he seems sincere that by utilizing you two, he could maybe get better profits. But it seems like he has a nefarious motive behind him, potentially. And he looks at you and smiles with what appears to be a sincere, but with your insight check, seems unnerving, a nerving smile. He says, "There's one that I'm looking to acquire, and I think if someone of your caliber could work on it. They're currently being held in the Genturum Sanctum, from what I hear.
Oh, but I have heard that no one's allowed to go in there. How can you help us get in?
Well, someone like yourself shouldn't have a hard time getting in. Pretty face and all.
That's all it takes, a pretty face.
Some say that Celtic Genturum has a weakness towards a pretty face.
Well, that could explain why they have kind of a bad reputation. One last question, sir, but before I go. Is slavery legal in this city? I'm from another location.
Slavery is legal in many places.
Correct. And this business of acquiring some new people. Is this slavery or crimping, or what are you planning on doing?
Well, once we acquire them, we usually sell them.
And this person of interest in the Genturum Sanctum, do they look like us or a little more exotic?
From what we hear, this man is a fire Genaaaasi, like yourself.
Genesai?
Whatever.
Genaaaasi.
How fancy! Genesai!
Genesai.
I shall call myself that from now on.
Very well. But, anyway, we hear rumors that there's one there, and, that they may have a weakness to a pretty face. So if you can find a way in, perhaps you can lure them out.
Well, so it was pleasure meeting you. And, our services also don't come cheap, so I hope that you might be able to afford us if we're able to put this business deal in place.
I assure you I have the means to pay well. But I'll bid you adieu. Come look for me in the Zujiri distribution compound if you wish to continue this business deal. And he gets up and
Kiejee wants to make a sleight of hand check with her tail
Okay.
to trip him.
Okay, go ahead. I'll make a sleight of hand check. It's a 15. We will see if he notices. He does not. And as he gets up, her tail just kind of wraps around his leg. And it seems to him almost like he tripped on the bench. He's like, oh! Falls and kind of scuffs his knees and kind of hits his face a little bit. He's like, oh. How embarrassing! And he just kind of rubs a scratch from his face where a little blood pooled.
Oh,
And,
good thing it was not long to fall.
Yes, well... And he just kind of brushes himself off and leaves. And that is where we will end tonight's session. Thanks for listening.
If you like listening to Rollfair, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. Also, check out our merch store at rollfair.com.